What up, guys? This is Wolf Sling Venom, and we're back. As in for that little update that I put up, yes, videos are gonna be once a week, every month. So every Thursday of every month, we'll have a video up. Just because things are kind of not progressing as they need to be, and yes, we do have Firelord, Tess, Doggo, Brave Pre-Marine, and Iron Sickle. But we're not here for any of them. No. You clicked on the video. You're here for one reason, and one reason alone. You're here for... Ow, that hurt. Not me getting hurt. Loon Shadow. Yeah. So he is one figure, but you do have different heads and configurations you can do. It's actually a pretty decent sized box. I think it's about the same size as Tess's box. I have no idea. Box got low damage. You have this, that, all your project shots and all the cool stuff there. You can make him black and white and red instead of the blue. He does come with a weapon base like Tess and effect parts and all that, and warning and whatnot. And then on this side of the box, whatever, you get that version of Shadow hiding his face, being on Ninja. Then you get the front of the box. Then you get this side of the box of Loon with shurikens, his claws, katana, and his giant shuriken, or as I'm gonna call it because I'm an Naruto freak, the Demon Windmill Shuriken. And then you have Loon here. You can change out his symbol. You get more symbols than one. Green Leaf Bone 09 JLB, whatever the hell that is. Same company that made Tess made this guy, so yeah. You get multiple heads, a Pegasaurium chain, Sai, kunais, shurikens, his claw, kunais, shuriken weapons, big ass Demon Windmill Shuriken. You got Tess that you can equip his weapons to. But unfortunately, the majority of these, I think this one you have to have multiple of him. I'm not sure, but you can transfer between the two. Like that one, you have to have multiple shadows to make him like so, and we're seeing that the different ways you can do it. I will be going over the different heads on him, but I'm most likely to end the video with him in this style, or him like so. But that is it for the box. So after opening the box, you are greeted with a background drop for Shadow. I mean, it's cool and all, but I like the city more. I mean, this is badass. It's cool, but I like that city one more. You get the Shadow background drop. And then from there, after you get into the boxes, the instructions for him. But cool thing. We have another blueprint we can put up of Shadow. Which is really freaking cool. All of his heads. Each one's supposed to be with their own weapon set, it looks like. one of his weapons, his forearm thing can turn into a multiple blade. And then you have, I don't know what you want to call it. A grappling hook, I guess, that shoots from his forearm. I'm not 100% sure. I just know I'm excited to have him. I don't know if Legion of Thor, this big dude here, is part of the same set or not. But yeah. But let's go over boxes. So you get the Lone Shadow accessory packaging, green leaf bones. This one is his base, and it looks like he comes with the same base as tested. You get his effect parts, stickers, a chain, the base thing, weapons and such. Yay! Which we'll go over all of this after we get him build. But I'm not sure if I do. Here's his box. Just like Tess, everything is put differently. Here's all the runners you can do and get, and all that good stuff. So we'll open the box. As I was saying, we're doing one video every Thursday from now on until circumstances get better. Gets better. I can't speak right now. I apologize, guys. I'm barely sleeping because, unfortunately, with kittens, they're toddlers and they want to play constantly. And being woken up at 5 o'clock every morning is not fun. But we will be doing the 30-minute mission fantasy Rosian? Yeah. It's either Rosian or Rosion. I don't know how to pronounce it. But we're doing the priest, the fighter, and the warrior knight with their upgrade kits and the assassin. I will begin the archer later on. I will be pre-ordering the Dragon Knight. I don't remember what his name is, but here's his picture with his upgrade. Or his class up. So basically we'll be doing each one of those characters followed with their class up as additional videos. But anywho, what's it? Let's get into this. And we are getting a new desk, so there's that. And the cool thing with him, he gets the cloth like Tess did. So there's all that. Well, first package is black, transparent blue, and a dark blue. I don't like blue. Let's get these guys out of the way. Let's see, you get gray. You get that gunmetal gray, and then the crimson red, it looks like. I could be wrong, correct me. You get more gunmetal gray. So he should stay on the same size as Tess. And yes, I did put the effect parts on Tess. Here's all the black pieces. I think these are the black pieces you can change out the blue pieces with, which I'll probably end up doing. Then you have all this. I do not know what that thing is in the back of this package. I just think it's cardboard. Oh, this is that soft plastic like Tess has. Those red pieces, like his thigh, his forearm, his neck, and his spine. Just the same thing. Feel it. It's soft plastic like Tess has. which is pretty cool. And then you get Bone White, it looks like, with Gunmetal Gray. Ugh, I'm running out of space. More Gunmetal Gray and some silver. Ooh. I think this is mainly for his weapons, it looks like, maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Yeah, so there's some weapon pieces right here, and then some in there for his big ass Demon Windmill Shuriken. Then you get your transparent red and your black, which is the other option you have for him instead of going blue. And then you get his light, his battery for his light. And here we go, another little coin decal thingy. I wish it was a sticker. And then unfortunately you get After Sales card, and the number. Apparently, if you need any other pieces, you can go to their website and order just the runner that you need, which is cool. I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is, but hey, it's something in the box. And then the last thing, the different symbols you can put on his chest, which we'll probably end up going with this one or this one, maybe that one. Probably go with that one. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one. And then more decals we don't do. But that is it for his box. His main box. We'll get him built and come back, and then we'll do the review over on his stand and everything else he gets in that stand. So yeah, we'll be right back.
Many minutes later.
So guys, we're back, and here he is, fully done and amazing. We'll go over different things separately, so let's just go with what comes in his box himself. Will be the kit himself. I'm not gonna go back and change the blue out. I'm just gonna put pictures, product shots of him with the blue armor on, because I am too tired to do it. I don't want to mess anything up on him. I want to leave him as it is, so pictures of him in the blue armor right there and with the effective parts, because I'm not going to spend the time to put these blue effective parts on him. So there's the product shots of what he looks like with all that. But what is left out of the box after just him, out of his box, not the box with this and the stand that comes with Tess, you get your instruction manual, which you already see him right there with blue, but we went with red and black. You get him with his cloak as well, which I will put on him. It's gonna be hard to do that. Blue pieces, yay. Don't care. A couple red pieces on the runner, the transparent red runner. You do get a couple pieces left on here that are meant for holding his weapon on the stand, which will break out real quick. Majority of the pieces that you're left over with is his hands, horns, and the cloak. Right? The cloak, I think. Yes, the cloak, if I do say so. And a few other pieces that I'm I'm not entirely sure about, but hey, we have them. Yes, I have the giant shuriken on his back because it's a demon windmill shuriken. I'm sorry. I'm going Naruto on this dude, and that's one giant freaking demon windmill shuriken. Actual name? I have no idea. I just call it Demon Windmill Shuriken because, hey, it's a giant freaking shuriken like Sasuke had. Anywho, let's tilt this. You get different pieces for displaying the weapons. So that's all of this. You get different bone pieces, so you can replace these white ones with ones that look like so, if you wanted to. His coat or cloak. So you do get two of these little nifty things that attach to his arm. You get either done with the black armor or the blue armor. I went with the white because, hey, why not? There's a piece in here that I needed. I just clipped and now I can't find it. I think it was this piece. Yeah, it's this piece that I need. So you get two of these. Unfortunately, you don't get the pieces that go in front to attach the blade, so I just turned this one to his grappling hook arm attachment. So you get that one. This is what it looks like if you had all the pieces, and there's the grappling hook right there. And then these you can attach two of the blades to the shuriken to and attach to his arm. More pieces to his cloak. And then you get his headlight, but I'm not going to put it in because it doesn't look right with the red eyes. I mean, yeah, they light up and everything, but it just doesn't look right. Other than that, you get pieces for his feet to attach the blade. You get multiple hands. Multiple hands. Which I'm pulling out right now. All his hands. We'll go over here in a minute. Additional attachments to his hand that's holding the handle to make the shuriken blade handle bigger, I guess. We are missing a horn. I don't know where it went, but you're supposed to get 4 white horns. 2 big, 2 small. Same with the red ones. I'm missing a white horn for some reason. I don't know where it went. I thought I had in the box, but having kittens, I don't think I have it anymore. Then you get 2 small red horns. He has the 2 big red horns on him. That's what the small red horn looks like. Looks like that red one. 2 additional black pieces to change out on this. And then there's 2 blue ones. After that, you get pieces to seal off his shoulder where the kunais are. I think there's pieces to seal off his back. I'm not sure. I know there's this piece. I'm not sure if that's one to his back or not. But let's go down here real quick and look. So, I'm not sure where this piece goes. I can't remember now. I know it's a piece you use. So you get your foot attachment pieces, another shuriken holder piece, which I wish he had more shurikens than just 2. No, kunai. Anyways, you have a close fist. You get 2 close fists. As seen as they are, 2 close fists. You do get basically a gun hand like you see with Tess. You get 2 of those, so we'll get those out of the way. I gotta find the other one. Right there. 2 gun hands. An open finger hand, which, looking at, you can put the shurikens that come with his weapon stand inside his hand to hold them. So, there's that. And then you get the hands that have the handle that you can make do blades with. So, yeah. So, where do I keep these 3 hands out? Pieces extend his handles for his weapons if you want to. His little side gauntlets, which are really easy to attach to, and we'll go over that here in a minute. But let's get back into him real quick and look at that awesome coloring. And we'll remove his giant demon windmill shuriken. Like, that thing is massive. I'm not sure how he holds it. I'm still trying to figure that part out. I know there's an attachment for him to hold it in his hand, but... Oh, plus you get that lovely hand. Only one, so he can do the whole ninja. So let's bend his arm out of the way real quick. Just like so. And again, that beautiful noggin. You have the red eyes. His mouth does open and shut so you can have him talk. Just like so. You get that transparent red there. His eyes are transparent red. And you put in the back that transparent red there. Light gray, dark gray, and black for the head. He is on the ball joint, so you can turn him around, make him do gee. His head goes that far down, that way you can look down like, ooh, penny! He can look that far up and go, ooh, squirrel. His head has a lot of articulation in it, and it's really freaking weird. You got your kunais on your side with the attachment piece. They can rotate a bit. You can have them any way you want. I like having them like so. You get that black, you get that gunmetal, you get that weird soft plastic. You get like a blood red or a crimson red there. Same articulation as Tess is in the arm and the hands. You get that weird joint. Like so. It's easy peg. You get a full bend at the elbow. If you move his shoulder out of the way, his shoulder pad goes up that far. You can get that much of a full arm extend, which is all the way. It can rotate right there, and it can rotate at the bicep to the shoulder. Cool part, this little piece comes out, and it's supposed to attach this to there or other side, because this has to go on the top. And then this attaches into one of the hands with the handle. So there is that. You can put the kunais on his weapon hand with the handle if you want to. It is an option. I have been trying to get him to do something like that, but a little bit closer, but you can't because everything's in the way, and you get that far of arm rotation, so it's kind of off a bit for it to be perfect. So it looks like that, which is as close as you can get. Let's go down and look at his chest real quick, so get that arm back out of the way. These are on joints, so they move a lot. And you do get to switch out his chest symbol. I went with that one, and I did red. Like I said, I'm not going back and changing out the blue. I'm just, you seen picture shots. Articulation, oh, and he gets the same spine as Tess. He does get a nice ab crunch. That far forward, that far back. Somewhat of a swivel. Not much, because how it's all connected. Which is awesome. And then down to his waist, which is simple and easy. There's an attachment here. You can put his katana, or his katana's on his lower back. Simple, easy, nothing too extreme. You do get that much of a leg out, which is pretty awesome. You get that much of a knee bend. His foot, you can rotate all the way around. It is on, I think, a ball joint. I'm not 100% sure. Nope, not a ball joint. You can't swivel it. The side panels are locked. You do get these little back pieces to help him stand if you wanted. Which is always amazing. I mean, to be honest, I love this kit. He's a ninja. I can't say no to ninjas. I mean, if they had a samurai, I would get a samurai as well, but they don't have a samurai. So we'll put him in the back, and he stands by himself perfectly fine, just like Tess. I love that. So now, if you take all this apart, I know it says in the instruction, I'm trying to remember how to do it. I may have to go back and look at the instructions because I'm a Dory brain right now. I'm tired. I just woke up from a nap. I gotta change these around real quick. They're not in the right orientation. I know you can either do two of the smaller kunai blades. I can't remember. So you can take this apart like so. You can put it peg hole. Hey, I said peg and hole. Peg and hole there. And peg and hole there. Oh, I know what I need to do. This little piece right here rotates just like so. And then you peg in the hole, and then you collapse it, and it connects into one giant blade. Just like so. And then you can have that clipped to his arm, which is badass. And then with this little doohickey, you can do this number. You can do a 3-blade or 4-blade. I'll grab the other blade and pull it off. That is supposed to go like so. Drop that down. Spread them out again because I push them all together because I'm not thinking right now. And take this one and put it there, and you get that number. And these do move a little bit. You can do that and make one giant fan blade for slicing. You also get that. You can just take these off and open that up and attach the giant kunai on the back of there. That's an option. Then you're left with these two, and I have no idea where they go. It says in the instructions what you can do with them. I just can't remember. But cool thing is you can pop his legs off and put these on the ankles and attach it like so. And you can have ankle blades. So you can do that with his extra pieces, but I'm going to take a look at the instructions real quick to make sure I'm not missing anything, because I feel like I'm missing something on my brain right now. Oh, yeah. And his foot, you can equip the kunai to his foot. What the hell is up with that? I mean, he's a ninja, so I wouldn't be surprised. That is something a ninja does. Oh, and as I was saying, it attaches like so. So you gotta attach to his arm. That comes down. The kunai. Put it on the shoulder. I'm just trying to remember how to stick it in his arm. That is what I'm looking for. Or in his hand. Oh, okay. See, the ring pieces just have that little tab right there that you stick it down in his hand and you can hold it. But you can do the two big blades. You can make one punching dagger. Equip the shield. Equip the fan blade. G3 to that. You can extend and change and all that yayness. And then you get your gun hands. So that's basically everything you can do with this kit, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so you can, these extra blades, you can just equip like that. I know it said you can do something with them, I just can't remember now what you can do with them. But that is what you get with his main box. So I'm gonna put this back together in a little bit and give it back to him because I think he looks badass with a giant freaking demon windmill shuriken. Just like so. The demon windmill shuriken. And then you get cat claws, but we'll go over this here in a minute. So let's get all this. Okay, we got cleaned up a little bit. The only things we have out are his hands and that piece where I can rebuild the giant shuriken. But that was him, so let's get over to the rest of his goodies. So he comes with this stand with extra heads. That makes me happy. The chain is for his sai. And I guess this is basically a base stand piece that you can attach them to, which I'm not going to because last time I did it, it went forward because it's not that sturdy. So you do get a chain that's for his sai. The cat claws. I can't remember the correct name. You get 4 shurikens, weapon holder, his katana, and his different heads, which we'll go over the heads here in a second. Give me a quick minute. I know there's a way that you can have his katana on his back with his cloak jacket thing. I just don't remember how to do it myself. Which, ow. We'll go over. Let's go over all this little nice stuff. 4 shurikens that I need to clean up. There's still debris on it. So let's take these off real quick. I'm sorry for background noise. Okay, so let's grab this hand. And I know you can. It shows you can do it. I just don't know how. You're supposed to be able to stick. Oh, look. There's a shuriken in his finger. There's a shuriken in his finger. Now let's see if we can get a shuriken in the top finger. Come on. Your other ones want to stay. Why won't you? And just, one of the shurikens just went flying. That was actually weird. I don't know how to stick it in. I guess that's how you're supposed to stick it in his hand. Just like so, and then I don't know if there's a different way. There we go. That looks a lot better. Just like so. It took some doing, but he has all 3 of his shurikens in his hand, which is freaking irritating. So yeah. But anywho, so let's go over this. You do get his sai, which attaches to something on the bottom, which attaches into his hand. Then you get the chain that you could put into his the other side. I do need to clean it up a little bit. There are still nubs. Which is cool. He gets the sai. Other than that, it will come off in the. Hey! Pieces just like dropping on me today. Plus, the feet to that stand doesn't like staying in one orientation. Whatever, go away. I don't care. Then you have the cat claw. And what irritates me more is they're on the ball joint, so they spread out. But there's that. This piece, I believe, is the piece that we need. Yes. Attaches onto. Should attach onto here. Yeah. So you get a piece that attaches onto the top and the bottom for the sai and the chain. So, grab the sai real quick. Let the sai go flying on us because it doesn't like me. No, wait. That's not right. Wait a minute. What? Hold on. Give me a quick second. I'll be right. Okay, I was doing right. I just had to take off this piece real quick to basically attach that to his hand, and then the piece that was attached to it, this little guy, you don't do anything with. You're supposed to have another one of these. that you can attach to the bottom of it and attach the chain to, which is really cool. So that is that. And with the cat claws, you have that little peg, you remove the hand and slide on top of the hand, and yeah. Cool heat. You still have one kunai left after all that. Oh. That's upside down. And then we'll go over his lovely katana. And we... Do I need that piece? No, I do not. His katana basically in gray, white, silver. Basically, you will take off the front piece and this piece right here, remove the handle, attach it to his hand. So, yeah, there is that little number. And that's what I was talking about right there. This will slide onto the lower back of him for him to have it if you want it. But without further delay, we will come up here and look at the different heads he has. To be honest, I have all these heads. I like that one. I'm gonna put up project shots of these heads right now. What he looks like with each head on, that way you guys can tell. I'm gonna get him put with his coat and the giant shuriken back, and we'll be right back. And there he is with his giant shuriken and his katana in hand. I know there's a way you can get on his back. You have to attach them here, and it's a strap, and then you get a rubber band to go around the sheath for the katana. But I'm not gonna do that because honestly, I like him how he is. He's badass. I don't remember if you're supposed to put the white pieces over this to keep it down or not, but I don't care. I have him how he is, and that's how I'm leaving him. Oh, but that's somewhat the majority of what you get with the stand and everything. And guess what, guys? He comes with his own, well, stand. We'll go over the context of what comes with this. You basically get everything you will see with him. So there's all that. I'm pulling the box up, that way we can go through it. Yeah, so basically what's left is all of these pieces for him to be on the stand, and you can do some pretty cool poses. I'm honestly not the get into it that much. I'm just a little bit as it is. If you're interested, I'm sure there's other people that have him and some cool poses and whatnot. I really don't have anything bad to say about this kit. I really enjoy it. I think it's cool. I don't like the fact how weird this is, because when I put him on here, it does like this weird bend number. And I don't want to put him on here because I don't have the room for him right now, but I know I did do an update letting you guys know videos are going to be basically every Thursday now for the month. We're not going to do 2 videos at a time anymore until some things are changed. We're moving. I'm trying to get a new desk. I'm trying to get other things dealt with. There's just a lot going on. next upcoming videos is the 30-minute fantasy guys. So I'm going with the dark path. I'm going with the Roseon, I believe is what they're called. The dark ones. I already posted up pictures what they look like, but I'm getting the. Give me a quick sec. I'm knocking stuff over. I'm getting the priest, the knight, and the fighter, and the assassin for the Roseon, the dark set. No, but as I was saying, there's the attachment for it. I may put it on, I may not, I don't know. I just know I really enjoyed this kit. He's really badass. Posability is really cool. As I was saying, posability is really good with him. I really like just overall how he turned out. And hopefully pretty soon we won't have to hear this noise on my chair. Try to raise it back up just a little bit. But all in all, I really like this kid and how he turned out. The next one we will be getting is the Legion of Thor. Big dude with a hammer. There we go. Just like so. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about this. I just wish he came with more kunais, to be honest. That's the only downfall. And only come with the blue effect parts kind of irritated me as well. But this is your Web-Sling Venom, and this is the N8009 Lone Shadow Imakinan Non-Zero Studio Model Kit. Yeah, so hopefully next video we'll have the new desk. And we'll be going over the 30-minute fantasy Roseon. I can't pronounce whatever the hell their names are. Set. We will be missing the archer and the wizard, I think. Yeah, but we're gonna get the whole set of those guys, and maybe the Libra set. I'm not sure. But anywho's what's it. Just remember to hit that thumbs up like button, that subscribe button, that bell icon, and stay tuned with more videos. I want to do more with this guy, but I didn't want to take him back apart, put on the blue part, and go through all the heads. Like I did, I showed the pictures of the different heads and everything you can do. Yeah, but anyways, we'll see you guys next time.